Hi guys, it's Jess and welcome to my first episode of SELFism, the interactive show on health, beauty, and fitness. And the first episode comes in the form of a haul. I recently went shopping specifically for clothes to audition in. As some of you may know, I'm an aspiring actress working in Pittsburgh currently, and I thought it would be a great idea to give other people in my position some little tips, what I've learned so far about putting together outfits to audition with. Now you're asking, what is the difference between my normal clothes and clothes that I should be considering auditioning with? I believe there are two aspects to audition clothes. One, they're non-distracting, and two, they're attractive. What do I mean by non-distracting? Well, one of the most important rules about what to wear to an audition is not having letters or logos or anything that will distract from your performance of here, the words you're saying, the expressions you're giving with your face. Your outfits are not distracting the auditioner from you. And what do I mean by attractive? Well, they should be form-fitting, not tight, not small, but demonstrating your figure so that the auditioners know exactly what your body looks like. I was recently able to go to one of my favorite local shopping districts in Southside Works of Pittsburgh, and the businesses that I found the most success for audition clothes were Forever 21 and H&M. Let's get right to the haul. We'll start with H&M. First of all is the shirt I'm wearing right now. It's one of the most classic styles I found. It's classic black. It's traditional cut with a slim fit. Another from H&M was this blue shirt. It's a really non-distracting color. It's not too bright, and it has a low-ish round cut. From Forever 21, I found this wine-colored shirt. You guys might have seen it on Rec Radio when I wore it last. It's very similar to the shirt I'm wearing now as far as cut goes. And I also found a short-sleeve black shirt. This is also very traditional. It's a looser fit than most of them. And I also found this brown shirt that's a slim fit, and it has a very high neckline, which is different from the other ones. You might be asking, why do I need a whole set, like 5-6 different shirts that I can pick from to audition? Well, a lot of these shirts, I believe, demonstrate a really subtle hint at a personality. If you're going for different characters, you might want to consider the color that they're wearing and the fit that they're wearing. I think my best comparison comes between these two shirts. If I was going for a very feminine role, I'd like to pick a color that was more feminine. This is a purple reddish wine color and also has a very low neckline. You don't want to distract them with your cleavage, but at the same time, having a lower neckline demonstrates femininity. This one's a high neckline, and the brownish natural color is a little bit more masculine than maybe a light pink or a light blue even. Every shirt I just showed you has really subtle differences. At the same time, those subtle differences can make a big difference when you're presenting yourself as a certain character or a certain role. What's great about these kind of clothes when you're shopping for audition clothes is that they're very affordable. Looking at these shirts, you might think that you can find similar ones in Walmart, and maybe that's true, but I wanted to hopefully go for something that was a little bit higher quality so I can keep them and wear them for longer. But they happen to be very affordable. The short sleeve ones came out to about $5 to $7, and the longer sleeve ones were $10 to $12. Now, I know for the past couple minutes we've been talking about traditional cuts, non-distracting colors, but if you are somebody that's going for something with a little bit more to it, or something that you want to add a little bit more personality or a little bit of a touch of your character, I've worn stuff like this before. This is a shirt I've had for quite a long time. It has a very simple pattern on it. This, I believe, you can get away with when you're talking about a non-distracting print. The polka dots are small, the print is very consistent throughout, and if you want maybe a business or maybe a feminine business kind of look, this would work. And I've also worn this to an audition. This is actually a dress that I bought offline, but it's so slinky that I'm able to scrunch it up and turn it into a shirt. I was going for a very feminine character, and this touch of lace is not a graphic, it's not words, it's not something that's distracting your auditioners by reading it or staring at it like a target. This is a subtle embellishment that I believe you can also get away with when you're talking about non-distracting qualities to your outfits. Speaking of outfits, you're asking what do you wear on the bottom of your body. I would go for something even less distracting than your top. I've worn tight, slim, dark blue jeans that showed off the shape of my legs at the same time was not an eye catcher. I've also worn black pants, and if it is very summery out or you're going for a summery role, maybe some non-distracting shorts. And you ask, what do I wear as shoes? Well, I believe that the number one rule is comfort. When it comes to shoe, make sure it's one that fits right on your foot, does not give you blisters, does not give you pain, and you can walk in easily. When you're traveling to an audition, when you're trying to rehearse your lines, when you're sitting in the waiting room, you do not want to be in any kind of pain that's distracting you from your future performance. These also were in my shopping haul from this week. They are a little bit stylish because they've got that metallic color. At the same time, they're traditional, they're comfortable, they're not distracting. Now, if I'm going to break any one of my own rules, I have worn pumps like this before. Not that they are uncomfortable, these are actually very comfortable for me, but they're a little bit more distracting. I actually believe that somebody would say do not wear distracting shoes, but I do believe it adds a little bit more flavor to a really plain and practical outfit. Hair and makeup. These two questions I believe relate to what character you're going to audition for. Personally, when I'm going for an age that is younger than mine, I'll put my hair up in a higher ponytail to look maybe like more sporty or athletic or like I'm in high school. And if I'm going for a more mature role, I'll either put my hair down or put it in a very elegant updo, which I've worn to many auditions. When it comes to makeup, that's really the same thing. If you're going for a very feminine or very sexy character, you would do the smoky eyes, the dark makeup, even the red lips. And if you're going for somebody who's more subtle, maybe shy or quiet, that doesn't wear a lot of makeup, don't wear a lot of makeup. But one thing you also must consider is to make sure that you still look like the headshot that your auditioners have right in front of them. I've heard that it's very disappointing to auditioners, that's directors, producers, that are looking at a headshot and are expecting a certain look, and then they look in front of them and they're saying, that's not what I wanted, that's not what I thought we were going to get. My best advice for that is have a range of headshots. I know that's hard to do if you're spending a lot of money on photographs, even taking ones yourself with some nice lighting against a white background, a plain background. It'll show more characters and will allow you to do a wider range of characters. One last tip I'd like to add about coordinating your audition outfits is if you're going to a commercial, a film, a TV, or an audition that just might be filmed, don't wear green. This is an idea I had before I was going into a commercial audition because I was about to wear a really beautiful green top. But it happened that I thought if they're going to be filming this, they might have green screen as a typical background. And as soon as I got there, what did they have? A chroma key green screen background. If you're not familiar with chroma key screens or green screens allow productions to digitally project backgrounds onto people that are standing in a room. That is the magic behind rec radio and a lot of other digitally enhanced television shows and movies. And sometimes when you go into an audition, their general background is a green screen so that they might either be able to manipulate it afterwards in order to put you into a certain setting, or it's just a standard typical background in which they're comfortable using. Either way, you don't want to chance it so that you're going to be blending in with the background or you're actually going to have the projection projected onto you. But after all these rules are said and done, written in blood, my last rule is you can break the rules. What do I mean by that? If you believe that you know your character very well, you know how they're going to dress, or if they are a very specific character. For example, if it's a famous role from a famous play, like say they wear a red dress in the play, wear a red dress. If your character that you're auditioning for is very emotive, is very punk, like my character Shayla is in Shepherd, which I won that role, go to the audition wearing band tees, even ones with logos or words on it, ripped jeans, army jackets, colored hair. The easier it is for your directors and producers and casting directors to imagine you as that role, the better chance you have at winning the role. But in the end, it's about your performance. These clothes are not getting you the audition. These clothes are simply setting you up for the best possible performance, the most attention on your expressions, your lines, the way you say words. This is what I believe helps you to be your best. And now I'd like to ask you guys, what are your rules if you are an actor or a performer when it comes to auditioning for a part? Not only will some of your great ideas be displayed in the comments, but in a couple episodes of SELFism, we're going to create an episode that will display your comments, discuss your comments, and help others in order to audition better. Thanks for watching SELFism. Have a beautiful day!